Alright, so let's talk a little bit about bush trimming. Bush trimming may seem easier than what it actually is, but the reality is that bush trimming is not that safe. There are a lot of risks involved in using a hedge trimmer, and there are a lot of safety precautions that need to be taken. So those are a lot of the things that we have to take into consideration when we train someone and then we send them out to your home to perform that service. It's really critical that they're following safety procedures, especially when they may be on a ladder trimming it like a taller bush, because there's been times where there are wires, like telephone wires, coming in right next to your gutter, and those lines are here, and your bush ends right here. So that's one of the things we have to take into consideration when we're training and doing all of that. Now, when we're actually trimming the bush, we go over each bush 3 different times. Okay, so the first time that we go over your bush, it's going to be to trim off all of the main overgrowth. Okay, get it down to the size that is desired, and then after that, take our leaf blower and blow everything out. Second step is to take the hedge trimmers again, and now we're going to come back and we're actually going to sculpt it. Okay, that's where we're going to be focusing on getting the proper shape, the proper angles, and the proper really down in on that proper size. After that, we'll take our leaf blower and blow it out again, get all the debris down onto the ground, and then the third time that we go over the bush again, we're going to there's going to be some kind of stragglers that don't get cut. That's when we're going to come in, really fine tune it, and get that bush looking good. So one of the things about bush trimming that I often see is that bushes, if you're trimming like a big row of hedges, okay, so someone who's trimming, they start up here, but then they get fatigued, so the bushes start to go down, and you have like an angled row of bushes. That's not good. You want it to be even with the brick line or siding of your house, and that way it's even, and you're not going to have an odd visual effect. And we're going to come down and on the bottom of the bushes, and we're going to trim that. There's going to be some kind of overgrowth underneath that needs to be trimmed, and we're actually going to get down on our hands and knees and trim those. If there's something growing up inside of the bush, the proper way to get rid of that isn't just to cut it, it's to actually get down, take like a trowel, or actually hand pull it out from the roots, so it's not growing up through your bush, and then you're not going to see that in a few days after we've already left. So those are some of the things that we take into consideration when we are trimming bushes. It is a lot harder than what it may seem, but there's a lot of steps involved in actually doing the job properly.